Okay, imagine. Yeah. Okay, imagine you're patiently awaiting for your grades to be uploaded online because they will decide if your GPA is good enough for the dream job that you're dying to have. However, later in the day, you realize that you failed in your classes and your dream job goes down the drain. But then, suddenly, your alarm goes off and you realize it was all just a nightmare. Hello, my name is Summer Howe, and today I'll be informing you guys about nightmares. So first, let's start off with what is a nightmare. According to the International Association for the Study of Dreams, a nightmare is a very unpleasant dream which results in the feeling of terror, anxiety, and fear, and leaves you up for a long period of time. There's 4 stages of sleep. According to author Madeline Bain in a CNN article, years ago people believed that sleep was just a long period of rest, but really your body is very active when you're sleeping. 1/3 of your life is spent sleeping, where the body is repairing and restoring itself. Usually people pass through 4 stages of sleep, with the last stage being rapid eye movement. The first stage is a very light sleep where eyes are moving slowly. The second stage is where eye movement stops, your brain waves become slower, and occasional bursts of rapid waves. This third stage, slow brain waves mixed with smaller, faster waves, causing a very deep sleep. This is where someone's really hard to wake up. Now the final stage of the sleep cycle is REM sleep, which is rapid eye movement. It usually occurs in cycles of 90 to 120 minutes and then goes back to non-REM sleep. This is where your eyes move rapidly, you breathe quickly, and your heart rate increases. Usually at the latter end of your sleep, it's closer to when you're awakening, and this is when your dreams and nightmares are easily remembered, since your brain is more active. So some reasons why nightmares occur. They could simply occur from a stressful day, late night snacks that increase your metabolism and your brain activity. An article titled Nightmare Disorders in the New York Times Magazine stated that drugs that act on chemicals in the brain, such as antidepressants, can cause nightmares, and simple things such as watching a scary movie before bed or depression and anxiety can cause a nightmare. So here are some common nightmares that I'm sure you guys have all experienced before: feeling lost or trapped, falling or drowning, injury, illness, and death, and being chased or attacked. So this is now just nightmares versus sleep terrors. Sleep terrors are simply episodes of intense screaming, flailing, and fear while you're asleep. One of the reasons I actually chose this topic of nightmares is because I experienced sleep terrors since I was younger. I get them every once in a while. I'll wake up in the middle of the night screaming and crying, and I feel like I'm 5 years old. My parents come running in, and usually if you have a nightmare, you can remember it, but people that get sleep terrors don't remember it. The only way that I remember, personally, is if I start crying. But there's been times where I woke up and my parents in the morning will be like, oh, you had a sleep terror last night. I'll run into the hallway and stuff. So during a sleep terror, a person might do some of the following, like I just mentioned. They'll kick, they'll scream while they're sitting up in bed. Some people run. I usually run into the middle of my hallway freaking out. And we still have no idea why I do it. But they're much more dramatic than nightmares, and they usually occur in the first half of the night, unlike nightmares that are in the second half. So now that you guys know about nightmares, the stages of sleep, and some common nightmares, I will conclude my presentation with ways to prevent them. So you can do some simple things like avoid eating before bed so your brain activity slows down. You can reduce your stress by doing exercise or yoga. You can establish a regular sleep schedule. Avoid violent movies and TV shows or video games before bed. And if it really affects your life, you can always see a counselor. So hopefully next time you guys have a nightmare, you'll have a better understanding of what is occurring. Thank you.